Yes, it has happened and we have lost him. We're not sure why it happened. We don't know the reality, but with a heavy heart, we all are going through this. It feels kind of a personal loss because his image was always kind of a boy next door who had transitioned from a middle class family into the TV industry and transitioned to Bollywood and reached a superstar status there. So he made us believe that it is possible. Whatever he has done, he made it possible, and he made us believe, inspired us. He made us fall in love with his innocence in Kai Poche. He inspired us in MS Dhoni. He showed us how smartass he can be in Byomkesh Bakshi and how badass he can be in Sanchoria. And ironically, in his last movie, he said suicide is not the solution. And he has gone through the same thing. So, life is very confusing. These are very tough times. And yes, we lost a gem of a person, uh, a gem of an actor who could have been much more and could have achieved so many things if he had just stayed with a digitally evolving world. And finally we are recognizing what the real talent is and supporting those talents. I think he should have persevered a little more. But yeah, we don't know the entire story, right? And it is really hard to judge him on his decisions. So the forgetting what happened, we the only thing we can do is cherish what he has done and uh, keep him alive with his movies and talking about his work. That's the max I think we can do. It's really hard to talk on this topic. It's confusing. So these are confused times. There is a lot of uncertainty in the days ahead, like what is it going to be, because if you just look back 3 months back, there have been drastic changes in the lifestyle. There has been a lot of introspection on how we live and what is necessary and what is not. And when you just look at the days to come, we just the with an amount of positivity, we just hope that the days coming ahead are uh, all of good news, all of sweet, and you finally get back to the normal. So but if you just think about it a little more deeper, like what is normal, like whatever we have been living these years, is it normal? Like, is it how we should be living? What have we done wrong as a society and what needs to be done as a society to improve things or improve an individual? So this video I'm doing is uh, it's not a propaganda or uh, it's not anything that I want to do so that I gain popularity or fame or anything. At this point of time, I think it's totally pointless. I just want to put out my thoughts on the entire scenario and how, as an individuals, we can we stop being judgmental and make this society more adapting, or I can say a person can come forward and tell whatever he feels. That happens only when you know that there is no judgment on the actions I do. I this My opinions are totally not in support of anyone. So I don't support what Sushant Singh did. I don't support the people reacting to it. I don't support people blaming Bollywood to it. I don't support people blaming themselves or anything. But I'm not being judgmental on how people are reacting, because it's their freedom of speech or their freedom of expression. But what we need to understand as a society, or as a person, is that you never know the real scenario what he was going through. And it, and and indefinitely he was a brilliant actor. More than an actor, you might have seen several posts that he was in AIEEE 7th rank holder, Maths Olympiad winner, and he has been intellectual, studying about astrophysics, astronomics, and he was fit. He used to practice meditation. He had 50 dreams, all those things. But like, what really went wrong? You never know. You cannot know. Even if there is investigation, there is a national level demand for the truth. You cannot know the 100% truth or what really went on his mind. It might be anything. So, but one thing you really cannot deny is he didn't have anyone to talk to, or he didn't choose to talk to. It might be his behavior. I've read somewhere that he was an introvert, a shy kind of person, like he had very less friends. But the main thing we are forgetting is, like, why won't an individual talk openly to his parents? Like, that's the first approach anyone should have. Like, talk to them. And maybe we don't talk to our parents thinking that they might judge us or they might scold us. If you remember in school, whatever happened in school, even a minute issue or major issue, like, we used to come home and narrate the entire story to our parents, like everything, when we were kids. Like, gradually, what did happen? Gradually, what happened is, the parents didn't take the mistakes as mistakes. They started there is some part wrong with parenting and some part wrong with us also. Yeah, if you go and tell your parents that I had bunked a class today, obviously your parents won't react to it like, very good beta, you did a very good job. No, they will scold you. But at that young age, I don't think that might be the real approach to go. Like, you have to sit with the kid and explain him that bunking is not a good solution. I mean, if you're feeling bored of the class, you bunk for one day, and later on you will develop the habit of bunking, and that is going to affect the academics. That openness between the parents and the kids is very essential. You keep on scolding them when that, like, once the kid comes and tells you that I bunked the class, and you scold him. Next time he comes and tells that a friend of mine was smoking and I was standing beside him, they'll scold you for being a friend of that guy. So eventually what happens is, as a kid, you you cannot stop whatever is happening around you. Like, your friend might smoke, your friend might have a relationship, or your friends might bunk the classes, your friend might have a fight with anyone. Like these are normal things which happen in your whenever you're in school, colleges. The parents' reaction makes the kid to not tell it, and by not telling, parents think that this is not happening with him, but it is actually happening with him. But he's not coming in front and telling it because you have judged him like once, twice, thrice, fourth, whenever he is told, and now he has stopped it. And so when he has grown up, he is around at Sushant's age, he has a bigger problem now. He says, yeah, I'm addicted to something, I have a girlfriend. If he says, yeah, like I don't have films, immediately the judge, he it's been, the subconscious mind is already knowing that yes, I'll be judged by them. That's why he doesn't go there. He cannot talk to his film friends because they belong to the same fraternity. He might have a non fraternity friend who he might have talked, but we don't know the entire scenario what he has gone through, and like we as a society put him in that situation. Like there's many times you all might have a friend who calls repeatedly, or who always cries about his job or cries about anything, and you at some point you say he yaar ye bahut pakata hai, call nahi उठाऊंगा. That happens to us. Like we have cut many calls, we have told that yeah guy dude I'm busy, I have meeting, or I'm outside, and then you never call and check on them. The friends which were very close to you in college are not that close to you now. It's just a message on birthday or a month, like how are you. It's very random and very less. I think you, as an individual, if you really wish not to face that situation, maybe you should talk to your friends in turn. Like if there's a person who's introvert, he's shy, one day he might not tell, the second time you ask he might not tell, but eventually once you keep in touch with him, ask him how you are, he might sense that there is someone, like someone I can talk to, he's been asking about it, and maybe maybe you might grab that hand and you might save that person. See, I'm not an expert on this, but I'm just throwing my thoughts on how this entire situation can be dealt with. And I can see a lot of hatred on social media going on. Like people, I mean, the Bollywood people only support nepotism and they don't support real talent. And you're supporting Sushant Singh Rajput, but again being judgmental on blaming someone else for this incident. I don't think it's fair. We It's totally unfair to blame someone and you even don't know the real scenario, what actually is happening. There are a lot of posts going that he has been banned by several media houses. How genuine is that? Have you checked the genuinity of it? Should we really think about that right now? I don't think so. And I don't put the victim card on Sushant and justify saying what he did was right. What he did was not right. What led him take that step? Yes, that is food for thought. But I can. There are a lot. See, the, every industry has is good and bad. Yes, if he has been banned by like several media houses and several producers, has it not happened to others? For an instance, Vivek Oberoi, he was named as the next Shah Rukh Khan. Like right now, most of them don't know who he is or haven't watched his films. Has he gone into depression? Has he not dealt with life. Yes, like the people talking about Sushant Singh was a brilliant actor, and he was like uh, a very talented guy, and he was not supported. How many have you watched his films? Do you know he there was a film named Sanchorial released last year? Have you watched it? Yeah, Chichore, you watched it because it gained popularity and it was a commercial film. But Sanchore, have you seen his acting in that? Have you watched Bomkesh Bakshi? Have you watched Khai Poche? Have you watched his lesser known films? He's he gained popularity in MS Dhoni, but before that, his debut film was Kai Poche. Have most of them watched it? Now you might tell that yeah, I've seen his acting, but seriously, as audience, even you are to be blamed off. You are going to watch the Bhaijan movie. You're going to watch the Shah Rukh Khan movie. You are going to watch the Student of the Year shit. I'm not saying you shouldn't watch it, but as audience, are you complain about not good movies being produced, but have you watched a movie called The Lift Boy on Netflix, which was released last year? Have you? Have you even heard of it? It contains actors which you have never seen in Hindi industry. The most of them are theatre actors. So have you watched it? Have you watched Beyond the Clouds? Have you watched Ship of Theseus? Have you watched अंग्रेजी में कहते हैं? Have you watched आंखों देखी? Have you watched People Life? Have you really watched these films? These, I can, the list can go on. And mind it or not, any movie can reach a cult status, but the actors working on it can reach a stable status only if it is a commercial hit. That is the truth. You can say yes, Swadesh was a cult status, cult movie. A lot of people claim that, but do you know it was a flop at that time? Like should a director like that, should a actor like that go through that because we as an audience didn't promote that? Is it? Everyone, I think everyone is aware of the fact that Gully Boy was sent to Oscars and Parasite won the Oscars. Have you compared Parasite and Tumbad? Watch them back to back, Parasite and Tumbad. You will definitely know that Tumbad was a much. I think I will rate it. I think Tumbad was a masterpiece in itself. And if it was in the list and it had found its recognition, it could have won an Oscar. Instead, and if you look at Gully Boys collections and Tumbad collections, you know the answer. I'm not saying Gully Boys is a wrong movie. Gully Boy is a fantastic movie, but there has been a similar movie in Hollywood, 8 Miles, which has the same story, and it's a real one, and it has won Oscars. And you send the same thing to Oscars, and Indian audience supported Gully Boy like anything. Yes, it was a very good movie, but the same level of recognition, same level of box office collection requires for Tumbad too. If Tumbad had earned 100 crores, it is definitely going to benefit a lot of people working on that film. It will give people will be able to fill their stomachs, and it will be an inspiration to a lot of films. lot of talented people working like that. But why does this happen? You cannot always blame of promotions, lesser screens. I have seen instances of films which only 2 3 screens going to 100 screens because audience turned in large number to that films, because it was, because, see, I'll tell you one fact. The film industry runs not because of money or not because of anything else. It runs on you guys as an audience. If you choose to watch Coffee with Karan over Satyameva Jayate, then Karan Johar, the Coffee with Karan show will get more views and it will have more seasons. It's been 7 8 seasons of Coffee with Karan. Have you learned anything of it? And there's been 1 and 2 seasons of Satyameva Jayate. Why is this? And both are being telecasted on Star, and both have talented both have talented hosts, popular hosts. I wouldn't say talented, popular hosts, including both. Like, what as an audience have been looking wrong at? You'll be interested more to read about controversies or cricket, films, rather than reading about something useful, right? Why do you think documentaries are not a hit and documentaries don't release in theaters? Because there is no audience to them. There is no audience. People want an escape from the reality. Like, if your life is on a two-wheeler, you wouldn't want the hero also riding the same two-wheeler. You want him to ride a luxurious car, right? That's what escapism is. But mind you, it's only for 2 hours. After that, you're back to your reality of your two-wheeler. So I think blaming Bollywood for what Sushant thinks is not a right way, because we don't know the entire situation or an exact reason why it happened. It might be true, it might be wrong, but I think as individuals we might learn from this. And I have seen people complaining that yes, these it's only for 2 3 days and later on everyone will forget. Yeah, people saying that, you do something, try to do something. Like, if your neighbor is forgetting about Sushant in 2 3 days, you don't forget him, man. You try adapting to the changes happening and try to reach out to your friends and be grateful, guys. Something has started, some people have started talking about mental health. It's not that people were not talking to it, but there was a very limited population of it. You go check on YouTube, from past 1 2 years people have been stressing on mental health. If you just watch Tanmay Bhatt videos, he's been also talking about mental health and how we came rise from depression after AIB closed. He has also been talking about it. It's just that the main screen media has not been concentrating on it. But right now, yes, at this time they are concentrating. And instead of crying about it, isn't it that something is happening? Like, people are talking about mental health, and some people are calling their friends, some people are not cutting the call, they're receiving their friends call or family call, some people are talking to the parents. Isn't it a good thing? Even if it is for a few days, you might actually save someone. Doesn't that thought excite you? I think it does for me. Even it is for a few days, as a person, I think you have to think about yourself. You cannot change the world in one day. The change happens first from you. So at this moment, uh, what we as an individual can do is, yes, go there and help as many as people. You cannot be perfect all the time. You cannot be like, yeah, I respond to all my friends call, I don't call, I'm in touch with them. That is not happening because it is a busy world and you have to catch up. There's a lot of competition every field. There's a lot of competition. In that you might miss out on some things, but like, don't make it a habit to miss out, right? Don't make it a habit to just miss it out. Try, whenever you're calm, you're relaxed, try to call someone, call your family. Calm down. Everything is running so fast. Everything is so, there's drastic changes going on, people evolving every field. You have to adapt, you have to grow. In that race, I think we have forgot to chill out. Chill, guys. Chill it out. Talk to your friends. Meditate every day. Like, remain calm. Yes, even if it doesn't happen, you're struggling, you're hustling for anything. You're hustling to learn a skill in one day. Then you're putting mental pressure on on yourself. What wrong is, what is there, what is there wrong if you learn the skill in 2 3 days? At the end of the day, the result matters, not the days taken, right? Life is actually not fair for everyone. There are instances where people want to live and they die indefinitely, and there are people who have an opportunity to live and they commit suicide. And it is actually a very vast topic to talk about, but as of now I would suggest, just introspect on yourself. What you want to do, like how better you can make the society by changing yourself. You right now, you cannot go out and hold a mic and shout at the world that, hey, I'm there for you, or hey friends, I'm there for you. The little minute things you can do is text someone. The communication has become very, this world has become very small because of the communication, but the distances, personal distances, heart to heart distance has become very far. I think we have to try to cut down that, and as much as possible, I think the best solution I would give anyone is to talk to your parents, because I had read it somewhere. Parents will never think of stabbing you in the back. Un parents, the the suggestions given by your parents might be wrong, but the intentions are never wrong. So everyone, calm down, introspect on yourself, look what you're doing wrong, and you don't need to run a race. There is actually no race. It's that we have been fed up on your mind that you have to be a first rank holder, you have to be the top in your class, you have to be the top in your job. Not necessarily. There's a dialogue in Three Idiots, ये pressure cooker थोड़ी है. So try to calm down, talk to your friends, talk to your family, talk to your parents, and we all have to fight this together. There's a lot of negativity around the world going on, but surviving this, staying positive, that's what we are known for as humans, right? So I think I've spoken enough about it, and it has been a very long podcast. I've not prepared anything. Every podcast I write stuff, and yes, I try to list down what I have to speak, but today the thoughts were very jumbled because I just wanted to put my heart out there, and if anybody gets a little bit of help from this, and I would be really really happy. So until next time, take care, guys. See you.